things just don't always go according to my schedule, and but I'm doing my best. Notice the safety goggles. I've heard all of your comments. I've read all of your comments. I do have safety goggles. They just came in the box. Connie and Angelina.
Oh.
All right. Wonderful.
Okay,
well, thank you. We're all human. We all goof up. And guess what? I already discovered a goof up. Does that look like a green screen behind me? It's not. This one got a little wavy and droopy.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella shit.
Alright, hi guys. Alright, hi everybody. You know, sometimes life happens randomly. There we go, close up the Beemobile. I just got back from the hardware store where I was picking up 4 sheets of 3/4 inch marine grade plywood, and I just spent a cool $100 on these. Hi there. Huh? Oh, not quite yet. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna walk down here. I want to see the rice. So like I said, life happens randomly, and I was driving home and I noticed people drying rice on the side of the road. So I just thought I'd come down and see if I could be nosy and see what's going on. I don't know any of these people, but it looks cool. Check this out. Okay. It's on the side of the road, using the sidewalk, got tarps and piles of rice. Looks like it's drying and getting sacked up. Oh. Hi. Is it okay if I talk to you? Do you mind? Is it okay?
Yeah.
If I put you on my video?
Yeah.
Because I was driving home from the hardware store and I saw you out here, and this looks really neat. This is wonderful. Now, is this regular white rice?
Yes, yeah.
White rice?
White rice.
Okay. And how long has it been drying like this? When was this harvested?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Harvested.
So one good hot day with no rain and it's okay? It's dry now?
Yeah. No.
No?
We will dry it tomorrow.
Oh.
Because it's only.
But you have to put it out in the morning and then take it back at night and then put it out again tomorrow?
Oh yes.
Whoa, a lot of work.
In the morning.
Okay, so it's been out here all day and one more day tomorrow. And what is the process tomorrow? What happens?
For tomorrow?
Yeah, once it's dry, I see this. What do you call this basket?
Bilao.
Bilao? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is that the one you shake it
The one that we will like that.
to get the skin off, right?
Yes.
The shell?
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow in the morning we will dry it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it's, look at.
Yeah, it's still moist.
It's so moist.
Okay. But so how do you break the skin?
We'll bring this to the kuan, kanang galingan grain.
It's like a grinder or
yeah, there in the kuan. There in the
They're in there. Okay.
in the market.
Okay. Oh, it's in the market. Dehusker.
Yes.
A husking machine.
Machine that will kuan this. Galing in Bisaya.
Okay, a galing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So.
If it is not dry.
Mm-hmm. So is all of this is yours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
And
it
is this part of one family or a cooperative of people? One family?
One family.
One family?
Oh, we are all relatives here. So
Oh, and where is your farm?
there in the Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Kanang not along the road. It is inner in the
Away from the seaside.
Away from the seaside and away from the road.
Okay, that's great.
This is our kanang our own rice field.
So it feeds you, and do you sell any for profit?
No,
it's
just
only
for
just for your family consumption.
Yeah.
That's great. How many times a year do you harvest? One time?
In 1 year, we will harvest for 2 times.
Okay.
So, yeah. And so, sometimes in 1 year, we'll harvest 3 and a half. When this rice is planted, it will how many months? Only for 4 months or 5 months. So our tenant told us that he will plant this rice only for 2 in a whole year.
1 year, 2
Okay.
months only to.
Yes.
But sometimes you can make 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It
And-
depends the classic of this rice. Sometimes this rice is only for harvested only for 3 months, and then the others is for 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so special. That is really neat. That's interesting. I mean, I didn't grow up somewhere where they farm rice. We only had corn and soybeans, and we don't have rice. So I don't know anything about it other than it tastes good. So thank you for showing me and sharing that information. Oh, what is your name?
I'm Angelina.
Nice to meet you,
Your
Angelina.
wife is
I'm Brent.
my friend.
Oh, Che.
Yeah, Chichi.
Okay.
Oh.
And what is your name?
Tony.
Tony. Okay.
Connie. And
Oh,
then
Connie.
sister.
Tony.
Connie.
And Angelina.
Oh.
All right. Wonderful.
Okay,
Well, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brent.
All right. See you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are looking at a very, very happy man because I got something really special to show you. Look what I got. Check it out. You recognize it? That's a beehive. I've got a beehive. And look at all these bees. No, there's none in here. All right, what we're looking at here is a 5-frame medium nuke box. Yeah, 5-frame medium nuke box. Migratory lid, solid bottom board. Now, here's an example of one of my frames, and I do make all my own frames from scratch. And we may one of these days do a video on this. Let me tell you something. If you're planning on coming to the Philippines and you're going to do like me and you're going to ship a bunch of your stuff, if you've already got beekeeping equipment and you plan on putting it in Balikbayan boxes and shipping it over here, remove the wax foundation from your frames. This one, as you can see, is real nice. Out of about 10 that I shipped over here, that's the only one that's nice. This one got a little wavy and droopy and messed up. This one, foundation fell out altogether. This one also messed up. This one here, not so bad, but it's very droopy, and that would make a very bad frame of wax once it gets drawn out. This is my preferred method for keeping bees. I know almost everybody out there is gonna look at me and tell me I'm crazy, that I need 8 frame equipment, that I need 10 frame equipment, that I need double deeps, that I need medium supers, or to heck with it, man up, just do all deeps all the way up. But I'm telling you, it's not how I'm doing it. It's not how I'm gonna do it here. I've got a plan, I got a vision in my head, and I'm sticking with what I know. My preferred method for keeping bees is in 5 frame nuke boxes, stacked up as tall as I need to make them, and then if there's an issue with the wind, I just strap them down. But speaking of boxes, how did I get this beehive? Did I buy it? Was it delivered through Lazada? No. I made this. I made this back in Indiana a really long time ago. And then I put it in 2 boxes. And those 2 boxes contained all of this. Not the compressor, but all of this woodenware. All these pieces. And the nail gun. And the dead blow hammer. And a gallon of wood glue. Tight Bond 2, my favorite. I figure if it's good enough for Norm Abrams and all of his projects, it's good enough for me and mine. So, that is the work that I have left to do. I put 1 prototype together just to make sure that everything that I did back in Indiana actually measured up and would successfully work, and that I didn't start filming it and look really foolish. Although I know you guys like that. You like it when I goof up, and because you know I'm honest. I'm not gonna edit it out, because if I goof up, I show it, because we're all human. We all goof up. And guess what? I already discovered a goof up. I put my I just used the clamps to hold everything together. I just wanted to test my measurements, and sure enough, my side pieces were 1/8 of an inch too long, and none of my frames would stay inside the box. They would fall right through. I had to bust out the saw and trim 1/8 of an inch off of every one of my long side pieces. It didn't take very long. It's just 1/8 of an inch on the chop saw, so that went smoothly. And I got that pine sawdust smell. It just made me, it lightened my mood immensely. There's only one more thing for me to do. I will turn on some music and fast forward while I put a bunch of boxes together. Okay, so as you can see, it's very repetitive, and if you want to save money in beekeeping, my advice is to do more yourself. Does that look like a green screen behind me? It's not. But if you want to save money beekeeping, if you want to set up a business and do this the right way, do more yourself, save some money, build your own equipment. For all of you purists who are criticizing me right now for not having box joints, box joints are horrible. I do know how to make them. I have a box joint jig at home in Indiana, and it can stay there. I don't need it, I don't want it. It's just a board with a notch in it and a plug. So box joints are not difficult to make, but I don't like them. There are too many exposed weaknesses, too much exposed end grain that can rot and fall apart. Don't like them. I'd rather have one single rabbit, and I can crank these out. I can make these rabbit joints right here on this little Menards table saw in a few seconds. 2 passes on there, and I'm done. You can mess around all day long trying to make box joints, trying to make them pretty. They're a headache. The top one has to be half the size, or else you end up with a gap, and then following through with the rest of them. It's just too much trouble. Okay, so it's day 2 of Who Wants to Build Some Bee Boxes. I finished assembling the pre-cut pieces that I sent from the United States in the Balic Bion boxes. So now I've got 4 sheets of 4x8 plywood, 3/4 inch thick. Here in the Philippines they call it 18 millimeter. And I am getting busy with the help of some very nice neighbors getting this all cut up. And what I've accomplished so far is to rip down some strips that are approximately 9 1/8 up to 9 3/8 inch wide. I'm attracting a lot of attention because I'm doing this in my front yard. But now I'm going to cut down the rest of these bigger pieces into long strips for the hive bodies. I'm going to make 5 deeps. All the rest will be ripped down into mediums. And what we've got going on with these, like I said, with these narrow strips, 9 1/4 inches, these are going to be bottom boards and tops, lids, and we'll have to finish those on the compound miter saw in a little while. But step 1, get everything ripped down to size on the table saw, and then we can move on. And you can see I had a wee bit of whoops here. The plywood shifted a little bit. Hey, these things will happen, and I have enough play in all of these to where being off by tiny amount is not going to be a problem, and the bees will never ever complain. Hey, I'm making a home for bugs, right? So who's gonna complain? But so I'll just keep going and see you when I'm done. Notice the safety goggles. I've heard all of your comments. I've read all of your comments. I do have safety goggles. They just came in the box. So, and they're cool. They're the ones with the reading cheaters built into the bottoms, so I can actually see my tape measure when I put them on. So this is what we end up with. Okay, I've got 40 pieces at 19 inches and an eighth. 19 and an eighth inches over here, and I've got 40 pieces of 9 1/4 inch wide. So that's for these are the mediums. They're 6 3/4 inch tall. Both stacks 6 3/4 of an inch tall. And then over here, I've got the front and back pieces. There's 10 of these. That's enough for 10. There's enough for 5 deep boxes. And these are the fronts and backs. And back there are the long pieces. Now I have to set up the table saw again, and I have to make rabbets for the sides and also for the frame rests. So this is the last process before assembly. All of the cuts on here for the frame rests, and now I have to cut that piece out. So I have to move the blade up to 5/8 of an inch, move the fence over so that it only has a 3/8 of an inch gap, and run them again to cut that piece out. That last clip, fast forward another 4 days. That's where I'm at right now. It's now Friday night. The enthusiasm that I had for assembling those faded very quickly. After about 5 or 6 boxes of spreading the glue, joining them together, clamping them, nailing them, removing the clamps, setting them aside, checking for square. That got a little old. I want to share with you now the end result. I'm not completely finished, but as far as assembly is concerned, cutting and assembly, finished. Here we go, check this out. There's our assembled nuke boxes, 5 frame mediums, each with a lid and a bottom board. Okay, are you counting? Well, not done. And, oh, here we go. Those are 3 deep boxes. I made a total of 5 deep boxes because I'm ordering 5 deep nuke boxes. I'm ordering 5 deep nukes of bees, and they are going to have to be transferred into a permanent house. And back over here, the mediums. You can see some of them are the plywood, some are the pine. Again, everything's interchangeable. They're all the same size. And here we go. Still going. Not done yet. And still going. And there we go at the end. So it took a while. Not a bad week's worth of effort. Now, obviously, I didn't work on it for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, every day. That would, things just don't work out that way. I don't have that kind of time. I am still taking care of my daughter, and she comes first. She's the #1 priority. It was exam week here, so she had her first round of written exams in all of her classes this week. Also, while I was at it, let me take a peek. Yep. There we go. I assembled 60 frames. Now these frames I made myself in the United States, and I made about 1,200 of these, somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500. I can't remember what my final count was, but I assembled 60 of them. That's enough to get me started, and like I said, we are cruising. We are ready for bees. I've got one final step. That's tomorrow, because it's already almost 8:30 at night, and I just finished gluing and stapling on these external handles onto all of these nuke boxes, the plywood ones. Tomorrow, I get the pleasure of painting all of this equipment. So that's this clip in the bag. I apologize for everything taking so long, but things just don't always go according to my schedule, and but I'm doing my best. Check another project off the list. That check done. We are so close on this one. So appreciate you sticking with me, and as soon as you can blink, we'll be on to the next step. We will be painting. All right, looking forward to it. See you very shortly.